What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode 1 of Draft to Glory. That is right guys, I have got full access to the game and thus Draft to Glory is back. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back on Draft to Glory. I've been waiting for... I tried to play it on my early access and it just would not let me into this account through early access even though I have early access. I rebought the game from the Singapore store to get the game early on UK. It's not like some people assume it's because I'm a YouTuber that I've got the game early. It's not because I'm a YouTuber. As you can see, because of that, we have the benefits of the I don't know what it is, whatever the benefits are that we get. So we get the kits and we get some other stuff. So what we're going to do here today, guys, is create the new account. It seems like it's already been created, even though I haven't done anything yet. It's called Draft to Glory still though, so happy days there. We should have some welcome backpacks. Now before we get into this, if you could drop a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. If you want another Draft to Glory tomorrow, let's try and smash 10,000 likes. Now what I asked for before was, have I really got no welcome backpacks? Oh, there we go. Thank God for that. Future Football Loan Player Pack. Wait, I don't have any welcome backpacks. Those are the packs that you get for buying the Super Deluxe version. I have 87 players. What? It looks like I have had welcome backpacks. I didn't open these. I promise you, I wasn't even able to get onto this account. I don't know how these are here. I mean, I'm happy because it means I got my welcome backpacks that I thought I wasn't going to get. So what I was going to do, guys, at the start here is make the team open the welcome backpacks and go forward. But we have 0 coins, as you can see, and of course we need 15,000 coins to enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly open these packs. If we can get 15,000 coins, happy days. If we can't, no problem. And then I'll go offline and then like generate the 15,000 coins from the things I have. He's due to be in form in 2 goddamn minutes. It's 17:58. He will be in form in 2 minutes. That's annoying. That is annoying. And I decided to like obviously come back today. There's some. Oh, this guy. Is that MLS? No, it's not. How sick would it be if we just packed a draft token to start with? Yeah, I waited till 6 o'clock to make the video so that we could get the new team of the week in, not packs, but in the actual draft. So I didn't really get anything too amazing in these packs, but I don't care because all we need to do is generate our first 15,000 coins and that's that. And there's 1,000 of those 15,000 coins, which is super duper helpful. I don't understand why I didn't get, well, I don't understand how the welcome backpacks have been opened and the account's been created because I physically couldn't access this account. I wasn't like, I would try it. Look, see, I haven't even done the security question. That's how I didn't even access the account. I don't know how this account is made already. I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I have sold enough items to get the 15,000 coins. I've got nothing left in the club other than untradeable items. We've got ourselves the untradeable team of the weeks, that Anthony Martial, the Sol Campbell, and then all of these players here are untradeable. So just like last year, we'll keep the untradables in the club. You'll see we have nothing for staff, nothing for club items other than those kits, which we are going to keep because we're going to wear those eventually once everyone stops wearing them. Nothing in consumables and then back to players. I have 19,300 coins. Of course, I'm gonna square off the account to make it so that it was if we had exactly 15,000 coins, but of course I need these items to sell first to know exactly how many coins to get rid of. So what we're going to do today is we're going to enter our first draft. I've put in place the first coin unlock, so it's going to be 1,000 coin bonus each game. Hopefully I at least make it to the final to get that 4,000 coins bonus unlock, and we will go from there. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to timestamp in, like for me on paper and pen and stuff, timestamp where everything is and make sure I have exactly the right number of coins at the end of this to know whether or not we can advance. The bonus is I've still got a whole bunch of catalogue items like kits and balls that I can, and stadiums that I can get and discard if I need a few extra 1,000 coins here or there, which is very, very good. So the first formation we're going to go with for our episode 1 is going to be the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Let's start off with that, which means no Ronaldo, no Messi. We get Messi. Why isn't that the informed Sanchez? That's quite frustrating. Out of all these players, I mean, like, we could take Dembele and play him in midfield, and he's actually got a decent card. 4-star skill move, 6-1 medium, not bad. Or we could take Bale and throw him on the bench, or Messi and throw him on the bench. But we'll take Dembele. We'll stay true to the whole process and try our best to get a good, strong BPL team. Up front, we get the informed Cavani. We do get Amrabat. Now, I've actually played with Amrabat in my Road to Glory account, and he's decent. So I don't mind playing with him too much. I've seen, I've been watching a lot of people play a lot of FIFA, and draft is very, very rewarding if you can get to the latter stages, the final specifically. If you win the final, people are getting crazy, crazy good things. Now, Caleri there is going to have to be a guy that we go with. I'm not too bothered about the teams this early on because lots of people are going to be struggling. What you are going to see, which is what we've kind of like priced ourselves out of by taking a BPL or taking a formation like this anyway, is we're not going to have the Ronaldos and Messis where a lot of other people are going to do so. The inform's not in draft yet. I've specifically waited so that we could get the informs, and this is obviously James Milner's inform as a left back, but I don't want the regular gold Milner. So we get Kante in there. Now, our midfield so far is actually decent. Kante, Eriksen and Dembele, very nice indeed. Amrabat's good. It's just this one guy here, Caleri, who might be a problem, but he's got the Hawk Chem style to give him pace and shooting, so that's not too bad. In at the CDM spot, let's have a look at who we could... Oh, it's Silva. We get a Chelsea for... Wow, we get Pasalic. Not bad, not bad. Good shooting and passing. Good physical. 4-star weak foot, 6'1". Do you know what? He might not be shabby. He might not be too bad, and he definitely gives us a nice chemistry link in there with the rest of the team. See, now I wanted to see... Oh, we got some good choices here. I wanted to see that inform James Milner. Could take Azpilicueta, really nice card, and gets that perfect link, well, strong link there with Kante that allows me to use any defence pretty much. Could take Luke Shaw, who's also got a very nice card. What have they got for Chem style? So Gladiator for Luke Shaw, shooting and defending. Guardian for Azpilicueta, dribbling and defending. And Gladiator for Monreal, shooting and defending. So, like, Shaw with the defending is nice. Azpilicueta with the also defending is nice. It's just, do I want shooting or do I want dribbling on my fullback, really? And I'm going to go with the higher rated man. I'm going to go with Azpilicueta just in case we can and want to use a different... oh, perfect. Kyle Walker is just perfect. Now we can use any defence we want, supposing that we can change this CDM, because our left mid and our right... Well, our left centre mid and our right centre mid are just covered. Kyle Walker and Azpilicueta down the wings. And if we don't get solid BPL centre-backs, we can go outside of that. Oh my god, but we get Chris Smalling, and he is phenomenal. With the Shadow Chem style as well, it's amazing. This team is really shaping up. Other than one better CDM and one better striker, because Amrabat is not the best, this team is looking really, really good. We don't get anything that helps us here. Do we have a Spaniard, so we can definitely take Bartra. We can't take Koulibaly. I wouldn't want to take Raticki, Pogba or Lechert. So Bartra will be the dude, and we'll swap him in there. That puts us up to 96 chemistry. And then in goal, we are going to go with hits Ryan, Demirel, Neto or Verm. I guess we'll take Vorm there, no problem at all. So boom, we've got 100 chem straight off the bat, a 182. Now it's time to fill in those last few positions that we need and get our subs. And don't sleep on subs this year, guys, because they are important. Now, you're probably saying, Tate, that no, it's Giroud. We needed that superstar second striker. We got that superstar second striker. And you're probably laughing at me. Oh, classic Nepo banter. Giroud this, Giroud that. No, you don't understand. Giroud is actually going to be amazing this year. Now, I could take Luke Shaw and play him centre-back off chem. With a Catalyst chem style, it'd actually be pretty solid. What is his work rates like and his height? 6'1", decent. High, medium, not so decent. Or I could take Lukaku and put him up there instead of Amrabat, but I like Amrabat. Or I could take Neymar and use him as a really strong sub. My instinct is saying substitutes are very important this year in FIFA, so go with Neymar and you'll get a better BPL centre-back later on in the defensive choices for the bench. So that's what my instinct's telling me. Next up we get Clint Dempsey, Roberto Hesse or Boateng, and for old time's sake, we are going to take Hesse. We now have 2 spare left mids. I do need a good spare... choices. Oh, good spare striker as well. We could take Kasper Schmeichel there. I mean, he's better than Verm for sure. Could take, in the same vein as, you know, Luke Shaw, I could take Monreal. And although I don't think Monreal is suited. Oh, hi. I suppose his work rates are better. He's not quite as tall. PZ and Crandraven, not interested in. Wijnaldum, high, medium, 3-star skill moves, not interested in him. I'm gonna take Schmeichel, and he's gonna be our goalkeeper. I would much prefer him in nets than Vorm there from Spurs. And then the next player, oh, perfect. Oh my God, choices. Oh man. I looked at Hazard and Sanchez and thought for super subs these guys would be great, right? Then I saw Owen, I was like, I know who I'm going with now. Michael Owen and Olivier Giroud up front, how not? But Nemanja Matic at CDM, it has to be him, doesn't it? For the team, it has to be Nemanja Matic. There's just no other alternative. And in fact, if we put this dude in here, he actually benefits us because he gets 6 chem. In fact, Matic would be a better centre-back. That is the team. That is the best choices that we've got so far for the team. We've got a good defensive substitute with Bartra. We've got 2 good wing options for subs. Well, not wings, but for the outside centre mids with Neymar and Hesse, or even for Neymar coming in at cam. And all we really need now, other than like potentially bettering the main team with a player here or there, which it doesn't look like we have here, if we could get a CDM to replace that Silva guy, like a Yaya Toure or something, would be ideal, or a centre-back. Wow. Oh, perfect. Look how good, sir. I see Sergio Ramos and I just think he's amazing. 78 pace, 87 defending, amazing. But we get ourselves Alderweireld, which is ideal for us because now we can put Alderweireld in at centre-back and Matic in at CDM, and that team is legit. If we can now get a striker to replace for Amrabat, I will be elated with this team. I think it will be perfect. So we're just looking now for a BPL striker. None of these are really that relevant to us. Midfielders, we could say, you know, still good options to upgrade for midfielders. If we get like an Ozil or something like that, someone, you know, super high rated, we will take Adam Lallana just in case we want to use him instead of Christian Eriksen if we're not enjoying Eriksen. Although I'll keep Eriksen in for now. Next up, we are going to get nothing amazing for us as well. So for a substitute, someone for the bench that's going to be quite good for us. We'll put this Jorginho guy on because he actually looks pretty decent. Now 2 spots left. This will be our attacking option and it's going to give us nothing. Absolutely nothing of note. So again, for a good sub, Barrow's not bad. I think Corona's quite good though. He's only got 82 pace, but I do like the rest of his stats. And then last but not least, guys, for our player, it's going to throw up Kieran Gibbs. Now, should I take Kieran Gibbs instead of Azpilicueta? Should I take Berardi for a substitute, or should I take Vea for a substitute? Let's take Carlos Vea. So that is our team. It's a 182 right now, which isn't ideal. We can obviously improve that quite considerably by putting Neymar on the bench. Should bump it up to a 183 once the change kicks in. We've got a 75 rated player for the 81 rated centre-back up to an 83. And then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Hesse is gonna come onto the bench after we pick the manager. Now, do we need any chem for the team? No, everyone is on 10 chem, so the manager is entirely irrelevant at this stage. But if we do get a BPL manager, we will take one anyway. We don't. We'll take the Spanish manager because why the hell not? So we get our first ever draft to glory, guys. Is a BPL 183 with a sick legend up front in Olivier Giroud. Those of you that are sleeping on Giroud, don't. I'm probably going to go in first round now, just because I'm bigging this team and bigging Giroud up. But I have a feeling, without even playing with him yet, I have a feeling FIFA is going to suit Olivier Giroud. One other thing, as you can see, I don't know if you can, no, can you see? Yeah, you can see on the top right, the manager task popping up. I'm as you guys, I'm eligible also to collect those manager tasks, which is also going to help in recouping the 15,000 coins for a second draft if we don't make them from this draft entry and this draft effort. But this is the team that we're playing with, guys. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 183 4-2-2 team. He's got Legend Shearer and Diego Costa, which for me was a frightening duo to come up against. Oscar Barkley, couple of CDMs from the BPL and Liga Santander. He's got Ruiz in at centre-back and pretty much a BPL / La Liga hybrid, a couple of Liga players. Now, as you can see at halftime, it's 0-0, but I've dominated possession, I've dominated chances, and this is really a feature of my time on FIFA 17 right now. I am controlling games typically, having far more possession than my opponents, much better pass accuracy than my opponents, and creating many clear-cut opportunities. My biggest downfall right now is my inability to convert chances. It's something that I've been trying to work on as we concede the first goal of the game. I'm looking into if it's the chem styles I'm using, if it's the shot types I'm taking, if it's the players that I'm specifically using, and I'm doing everything I can to figure it out, because this has always been an area in FIFA for me where I've been really strong. Attacking has usually been my forte, and it's defending that has usually let me down. But it seems like this year, my defensive stance, my possession play, my general control of the game is very good compared to previous years, yet my finishing is really poor. A lot of you guys have suggested for me to go and try the training techniques, which I have done. A lot of you guys have suggested to me to try the low driven shots, which I have done. Atani was saying to me that maybe I should do finesse shots, which have been pretty good. I've been basically trying a little bit of everything here and there to get the best out of the players that I've got. Apologies if you can hear the background noise as well. The guy's like picking the worst time to drill. Basically, he's been silent for a while. As soon as I start recording, sod's law, he starts up again. But we end up winning the game, guys, with a Giroud and an Eriksen goal. We end up picking up 1,500 some odd coins, and again, you can see by the match stats, 13 shots and 8 on target, and I didn't get my 2 goals until very late on. So I do need to really figure out what it is with scoring, because I know what's going to happen and I can feel what's going to happen is that in close games where, you know, my opponent is as good or better than me, my inability to finish is really going to let me down. Now, the next opponent we come up against got an 88 chem, 83 rated team. He's got Gareth Bale, which frightens me, Adariz, which frightens me, Coman, Thiago with the 5-star skills, Jeremy Matthew in defense, a very nice team. But once again, I was pretty much controlling this game, and what I had in this first draft as well, which you guys just would never, I don't know if you'd understand or not, because this is like, obviously this was like a big series for me last year as Giroud scores another amazing goal. Last year this was such a big series for me, so the pressure for me to do well again this year is huge. So going out in the first or second round would be terrible, because it probably means that we wouldn't make our money back and be able to go on to an episode 2, which would be horrendous. You can see here again at half time, just crazy amounts of shots from relatively good areas, a few long shots, and that is because I am trying different things. Like, you'll see some weird shots, some weird angles, some close range shots, some long range shots, just as I'm trying to figure everything out. But ultimately, I'm struggling hard to finish. But yeah, in terms of like the stress and the pressure to make this series the best it can be, it's crazy. It's crazy how much pressure I put myself under. And a good start was absolutely imperative. And the reason why it was imperative is because A, the prizes for winning the draft seem to be huge. And with coin rewards now for winning the draft, I think if we had the same sort of return win-loss ratio as last year, I think we can make way more profit. And secondly, I'm seeing everybody win drafts, like everybody I'm watching on Twitch or on YouTube, they're all winning drafts with ease. So if I don't win drafts, I might be really behind the curve on the ability within the game this year, which I wouldn't enjoy, because I'm always quite a good player in FIFA, never the best, but I always, you know, do well above average, which I'm happy with. But if this year everybody's creaming through the draft like it's nothing and I'm struggling, I might be in trouble this year. So I do really need to complete the finishing stuff and just basically learn how best to put the ball in the back of the net. But as you can see in this second game, we're not really having too many problems. We go 3-1 up again, a nice Olivier Giroud goal, 2 goals from Amrabat. And I picked Amrabat in this draft because I thought he was going to be pretty good for me. You know, I used him on my road to glory and he was very nice. But what happened is in the road to glory with Amrabat, I was coming up against low-rated gold teams, some teams with bronze and silver players in Division 10. It wasn't really the most stellar of players. And when you come up against people in draft, they constantly have incredible teams. And you can see again, 16 shots and 10 on target and only the 3 goals. Really disappointing. Into the semi-final we go. Another really nice team. 87 chemistry, 84 rated. He's got the informed Chadley, Lacazette, Remy, Schweinsteiger, Herrera and Verratti. He's got Chiellini and Williams. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't see these kind of defenders in in Division 10 and Division 9, or if you do very rarely. So my experiences with Amrabat could well have been heightened by the fact that I was coming up against really poor defenders and really poor goalkeepers. However, we get our first goal of the game with Olivier Giroud, and of course we hit the dab on him. I don't really think it's a fantastic dab, to be honest. I think I've seen better. But yeah, Giroud steps up with the penalty, slots it home. Penalties are an interesting one this year. Very difficult, very tricky. You're probably going to miss a whole bunch, but what's not difficult or tricky this year is the ability to finish with Olivier Giroud. So although I am personally struggling to finish, and you'll probably just about hear faintly a comment from the commentator that says after his hat-trick, because he scores a hat-trick here, the commentator's like, he's scored with every shot he's taken, and it's true, he did. Olivier Giroud was just absolutely on fire. Now this guy scores a really nice goal with Bastian Schweinsteiger, really good passing move through the midfield. Schweinsteiger picks up the loose ball, slots that one home, lovely stuff, but pretty much straight after he scored, a breakthrough of Eriksen. He's all out attack even this early on to try and get back in the game. Kante pops that across and Giroud hits that on the volley, flies through the keeper, and that's my opponent's fault for having a low rated keeper on no chemistry. We've shown, you know, this year specifically more than most, chemistry and chemistry styles are going to be very relevant to the game and how it's played. So the fact that he had, you know, a poor keeper was good for me. However, he did bring it back to 3-2 and made the game a little bit tricky. And at this point, he was all out attack, and it was difficult for me to control all out attack because even though I was countering him, as we score a fourth goal with Giroud and another penalty, even though I was countering him a lot, I wasn't able to take my chances because of how bad I am in front of goal. So yes, I scored 4 goals. I should have scored more, but he scored goal after goal after goal as well with his limited chances, and there's me putting in chance after chance after chance and not really putting the ball in the back of the net. But Giroud was the hero for us, 4 goals, and basically saved us and sent us through to our first final on episode number 1 of Draft to Glory. Another 1,672 coins in the bag, so we're already up to about, what's that, about 4,500 coins just off the match earnings right now, which is a great start. And then no matter what happens in the final, we should be good for at least another 1 or 2 episodes. And in the final, we came up against a guy with an incredible team, 93 chem, 84 rated. What was most notable about his team was Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Neymar, and Aubameyang. And this was the first time I had ever come up against Aubameyang in FIFA. And this was the exact game that I was talking about earlier on in the gameplay, where if it's a close game, my inability to finish is what's going to cost me. My opponent was a very good player, take nothing away from him. Neymar, he was destroying me with Neymar. Aubameyang seemed to be utterly stunning. And then he scores that goal with Bender, which, I don't know, man, that shouldn't be a goal. Like, the amount of chances I've missed with high-end strikers, and he's putting it in with Bender from an acute angle. I kind of was like, oh, that's a bit frustrating. But he was creating a lot of chances, and specifically in the first half, he genuinely deserved to be well ahead. Like, he was creating far more chances. He was doing much better. He gets in there, Schmeichel with the save, but Aubameyang wins the header. And I watched the replay of this because that's really frustrating. I've got 2 defenders on Aubameyang there. This happened a lot in FIFA 15. I felt like the defender should win that header. In real football, I know this isn't real football, but in real football, it's more likely that the defender will push off the attacker, win the header, than the attacker hitting the rebound. But we did what we could to get back into the game. We made it 2-1, and of course at this stage I'm all out attack, and because of his abundance of pace with players like Herman the German, like Aubameyang and like Neymar, I found it incredibly difficult to keep my opponent out of my goal. And he ended up getting the 3rd goal, which ultimately won him the game, and you know, potentially deservedly so. It was a very good, very close game. But once again, and you'll see by the match stats, other than a bit of possession in favour of my opponent, the chances are actually relatively even, and it was my inability to finish that has cost me this game and potentially cost me the draft. Who knows, I might have lost anyway. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the gameplay. Let's go find out what we get in the packs. So guys, we end up losing in the final. So frustrated with myself. I cannot finish in this game. You would have seen in the first 2 games, I had so many chances that I just couldn't score. In the semi-final, bit more of an open game, but again, a whole bunch of chances I missed out on. And in the final, again, honestly, I'm so frustrated with myself because I haven't figured out shooting yet. My opponent played his game pretty well. Aubameyang is just ridiculously good, honestly. Like, I thought, like, I personally believe, and you can tell by the goals that I scored with Giroud here today, that a strong striker is relevant and important, right? But Aubameyang also shown that stupid pace is also going to be way relevant. And with the team that I had, I was actually really happy with the, getting to the final. I was nervous playing because it's episode 1 and I wanna win for you guys, So in the first episode, even in the first game, I was so nervous. I didn't equalize until late on in the game, in spite of the fact that I was dominating. And ultimately, this will be taken as a learning curve. And I did everything I could in the final. I eventually got back into the game with Smalling with a beautiful chip shot at 2-1. And then in the last 5 minutes, I was still on all-out attack, trying to get back into, back to 2-2. And of course, he hits me on the counter. And with Aubameyang and with that pace, just ridiculous. So I'll be interested to see, guys, what we're going to get as our prize for losing in the final. And we get a premium jumbo gold pack and a premium gold players pack. That's not too bad. A 15k pack and a 25k pack. Pretty good. More importantly is what we get in the pack and whether or not we can generate enough coins to go to episode 2. So we start off with a cam. It's going to be Kaká. Now, he's not too expensive, but he's not super cheap either. He does go for like at least 1,000 coins, I'd say. Let's see what we get. We'll go and have a look. We get Kasper Schmeichel as well, who will be a nice amount of coins. So Kaká is going to be... I'm not going to sell these just yet, guys, because I want to get rid of that stuff on the trade pile already. So yeah, Kaká looks like about 1,000 coins. Camacho, they're probably not a lot. Kasper Schmeichel might be worth a nice 1,000 or so coins. Oh wow, maybe 2,000 coins. Yeah, 2 to 2.5k for Kasper Schmeichel, perfect. The Russian guy won't be worth much. MacArthur will be worth a little bit because he's BPL, and Juan Jesus, now at a left back, probably won't be worth too much. We also get some contracts and fitness cards that will sell. Squad fitness, very nice. Shooting and dribbling card. The Barcelona kit, I'm not overly sure that kits are worth anything at this stage in FIFA. Although 1,000 coins for the Barcelona kit, maybe 800 coins is what we're looking at. We'll get some coins for that as well, which will be nice. We'll send that to the club. Now, we have 14,000 coins, but we know that some of those don't belong to us. I'll calculate, like I said, I will calculate exactly the amount of coins I made from playing the games. Then I'll sell everything, and what we'll have at the start of the next episode will be where we're at, because I had nothing tradable in the club at the time, obviously, of the starting the draft. So with that in mind, 2 games remain for your coin boost unlock. There should only be 1 game. That's pretty disturbing. So our premium gold players pack, can we get lucky on Draft to Glory episode 1? It's going to be nothing. It's going to be Diouf from Stoke. That's really disappointing. He probably goes for 1,500 to 2,000 coins just because it's so early on in the game. That striker, that other striker there as well, definitely worth a little something. Okay, so we're looking at maybe 1,300 max for him. For Werner here, we're probably looking at 1.5, maybe 2k. Yeah, about 1.5, 2k. Catamol as well will sell because he's from the BPL. The Portuguese guys will definitely sell, which is very nice. As well with squad building challenges, it just makes even packs like this just a little bit relevant. It'll only sell for 600 or so, the same with the other guy, but it's still worth a little bit. And then this guy, Burbano, now with 86 pace, as a Colombian cam, he might be worth something. Let's see if there's a bid. 600. Okay, so he's not worth much. There's not many of him on the market, so we'll get 300-400 coins for him, and then the centre back there as well. So I'll send that to the club. I'll deal with that all off camera, and we'll see the exact relevance of everything at the start of the next episode. I'm 100% positive we've made enough coins. We already had at least 6k back from match coins due to the coin bonuses. And so we only need 9,000 more, and we had, 1 player worth 1.5, 1 player worth 2. So we'll definitely be able to get our coins back and start making profit. Really disappointed that I couldn't win on episode 1. I would have loved to have won. I would have loved to get a big pack and get a big pull. But episode 1 of Draft to Glory is back, guys. 10,000 likes for another episode tomorrow. No problem at all. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.